All right. This is Jeremy Curran, coming to you from rainy, windy San Diego. That doesn't happen a lot. I've been working in sales for a long time, probably 20 plus years, maybe more than that. I used to work with my dad too in commercial real estate. And I have been selling one-to-one forever. And I'm over it. And if you're over it too, these are some of the ways that we're automating sales and marketing to make more money with less time. I'm talking about kicking selling one-to-one to the curb and selling one-to-many. So these are the strategies that we've started employing. It's been building over time, but with the evolution of artificial intelligence and all kinds of other stuff, we are doing all kinds of different stuff, and we're doing it in different ways. And I kind of wanted to walk you through the sequence of kind of what we're doing, what's working, maybe what we could still optimize, and how you can leverage this stuff to not be selling one-to-one, one phone call, one door knock at a time, and selling more one-to-many, automating the process a little bit more, and working like a marketing machine and less like a sales team maybe. So let's drill into it. If you have any questions, comment, hit me up on my email address or phone number. I'm happy to help. I don't have everything figured out, but this is our process and I'm pretty pumped on it, and it's starting to pay off. So let's drill into it. Number one, we started in cold calling, but we've refined that a little bit. Door to door in our local territory or over the phone through lists. But now we've hired a bit of a telesales or appointment setting team. We have 3 overseas in the Philippines that help us with that. Calling through lists, verifying if people are correct, seeing if they're interested in setting up a meeting with us, and verifying their email address. And building we're going to get into that, but building our list, really helping us with that. We've augmented our list from 12,000 email contacts to well over 50,000 in the last 6 to 12 months. So it's been huge. We're adding about 1,000 contacts a week to our email database, which is really allowing us to rev up the motor. There's a lot of AI dialers that are coming in too that I'm starting to see. I don't know how good they are quite yet, but I saw one that said it can make 1,600 calls in a minute, dialing simultaneously. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't know. I have mixed emotions about that. List building. I'm huge on list building. I've been going to trade shows for years. Now we have a team that helps us with that. I still go to trade shows a bit. Most of them are based on my passions, hobbies, or interests. I go to motorcycle expos, surf expos, the Overland Expo, Outdoor Retailer Expo, Solar Power Expos, Beer Expos, so I can drink beer and hang out and meet the people that make the cool products that I like anyways. And then, try and bring them on. We run a logistics and warehousing company primarily, and then we do redevelopment as well and real estate. So it's a fun way. You get in a room of many, so it's not exactly one-to-one. It's still kind of one-to-one, but you're getting all the industry under one roof, and you can talk to them all pretty quickly, or at least grab all their contacts. Another way, we're using databases like Seamless AI to look, kind of doing the same thing in verticals, like all the sporting goods companies, all the solar companies, all the motorcycle companies, and having my telesales team help us with this. We give them 1,000 contacts. They call through the whole thing. Basically just say, hey, we're interested in working with you. Would you be open to newer, different logistics providers or better pricing? If not, is this your email address? Can we send you over, an overview of our services and some live links to our freight pricing, parcel pricing, yada, yada, yada. And then verifying their email so that it's not bouncing. Then, they're hand loading them into our website to make it look like they're opting in, which is a little sneaky, but works. You could also use services like Never Bounce, where you can upload a huge list of emails and then load it into your preferred email marketing provider and probably get away with it. Those are some of the ways that we do it. List building. Email marketing has been huge. I've been using it since the get-go, but you really have to have a big list if you want to, or be super engaging. So industry specific, we have the motorcycle expo. I just went to an example, I just went to the AIM Motorcycle Expo. I ride motorcycles, I ride dirt bikes, I ride Surruns, I mountain bike, I love all that shit. So when I send emails to the Motorcycle Expo, it's not just logistics, it's pictures of me riding my dirt bike, throwing down wheelies, doing jumps, saying, if all things being equal, if you're going to work with somebody in logistics, why not work with somebody who's just as stoked on riding dirt bikes and motorcycles as you are? So I think it doesn't always work, but I think it stands out and it makes us look different than everybody else that's just saying, hey, buy my stuff. So, and then we have a bulk marketing. We do some industry specific stuff, like every quarter, with pictures of me doing the sports or getting involved or being part of that vertical. And then we do bulk marketing about 2 to 4 times a month with revolving content topics. Trying always to lead with value, kind of like this, where we're, discussing a topic, drilling into it, trying to see how we can optimize it or, do more with less, or cut costs or whatever the scenario is. And then AI now. AI has gotten so much better in the last 6 to 12 months that I am a crazy power user now because it can just speed up everything. It can help you figure out shit faster. Like, you don't know how to do something in email marketing, you can take a screenshot of the screen and say, what button do I press? How do I do this? What's the optimal process for this? And it basically knows everything already, so it can give you analysis and insight. It would take you hours or days or whatever, but it just really amplifies what you can do and how fast you can do it. And, in this example, I would even say, like, coming up with, I've read all the books, Sabre Subi's book, Sell Like Crazy, Alex Hormozy's $1 Million Sales Offer, Russell Brunson's ClickFunnels books, but it's hard to retain all that knowledge and remember everything. But you can literally say, hey, I want a super catchy title in the style of Alex Hormozy or Russell Brunson, and it'll come up with 5 variations of it for you. You can type out basically what you want it to say, and then it'll just give you 5 to 10 variations. Bam, copy and paste, go. And as well as the content itself, write out the content, the basic bullet points, and then give it to ChatGPT and have them make it, in a super direct response marketing scenario, so that it's eliciting more response. You're not just sending out this vanilla, boring stuff that people never respond to. Be catchy, stand out. Don't be, wear a baseball cap and a hoodie. I don't know. Don't be sitting in a suit. It's not my style, anyways. Still selective cold calling and post email follow-ups. Maybe I still do it. Companies I am, stoked on, that I love their products, that I would call them for free just to see what's going on. I don't think there's any shame in that. And I think it'll come through when you're talking to them, when you're not just talking about what you're trying to sell them, but you're, also trying to say that you're excited about their products and you want to buy it and, all that stuff. And then email follow-ups, just like if you sent out a certain batch or a very pointed email, like there's, some selective follow-ups on that, or obviously inbound leads. Content development, this has become more and more a part of what we're doing. I'm getting better at it. There was definitely a learning curve. We start with keyword research using Ubersuggest or the other platforms out there, because really you want to see what people are already searching for and then get your content in front of that versus trying to create content that people are going to get interested in. They're already searching for this stuff out there. You just need to figure out what the keywords and topics are that they're searching for that are pursuant to that, and then craft your message around that so that it generates SEO and gets more eyeballs on it faster. So, again, wrapping the content around the search. And then what we like to do is provide, and this is in email marketing too, provide 3 different articles of value where we're discussing how to optimize, economize, or automate process, whatever that is in logistics generally. And then, on every fourth article, it's an ask, like, hey, buy our service. Hey, check this out. We'd like to onboard you as a customer. So I think that's a good ratio, like 2 to 3 value articles or content, and then 1 ask for the sale. So, and then you're developing the content, but then there's really like content marketing, which you're taking your content and promoting it, kind of. Basically, you are. So our process is I like to shoot YouTube videos because it's easy for me to just turn on the camera and start talking and kind of bullet point it out, and I'm pretty good at just kind of talking through this freely. So we usually shoot a YouTube video, upload it to YouTube, then we keyword title it and describe it based on the keywords that we're trying to get in front of so that it gets searched faster. Then we transcribe it using HappyScribe, and I'll usually pass it to ChatGPT and have him rework it so that it's a better written article and a little bit different than what I'm actually saying on camera. And then we've even been taking it a little step further where we'll pump it into this other software called SEO Surfer, where we'll tell it the keyword that we're after, and it'll further take the content and optimize it for that keyword so that it gets it to boost up faster in search. And then there's some other things you could do, but let's not even get into that. This is going to be long enough. Then we take the article and create snippets of it with hashtags, and we social post it. This is something that I didn't do for a long time, and I think that was a major misstep because I think it just gives your content. Yeah, you could build it and post it online, and it's going to take years for people to see it, or maybe not. But by taking the content and remarketing it via LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Quora, Reddit, whatever, with hashtags and punchy intros with maybe a question or a comment that elicits responses from the people that are on there. This can really move the momentum of how many people are seeing your content and absorbing your content and seeing your messaging and starting to see you as an industry leader. And then we're getting into this, it's more stuff to do, but it's more exposure really. You're just trying to get more exposure to that one piece of content. Instead of just making it and hoping people will see it, you're pumping it out to like 50 different areas where there's a lot of people engaged on the platforms anyway. So Reels, Shorts, TikTok, whatever. Something else that I've gotten in the age of AI, I actually figured out my LinkedIn ads for myself, finally. I've tried to figure it out before. I've hired people that were kind of good, but it wasn't holistic. So now, with the power of AI, literally I can screenshot screen by screen through Google AdWords and LinkedIn ads and optimize it, set it up, A/B test it. So what we do is we get a list of keywords. I usually have that on file for the content that express intent to buy, like not just freight shipping, but freight shipping quote, to give you an example. Like, we're looking for people that would want to get a freight shipping quote or a freight shipping rate, not just doing research on freight. Then we create A/B rotating ads. So we have 2 ads that are running that are different in a variety of ways, and we test which one gets a higher click-through rate, which just means, per the times it's shown, a higher, that it's clicked on at a higher rate. That just means it's converting more. Then we actually went and created very pointed landing pages and A/B testing our landing pages now. So I'm using a tool in WordPress called Nello, I believe it is, where you can create a page and then you can modify a B page and it rotates just to see which one converts at a higher rate. And we gauge that by if we get a form submission off the website to get a quote or set up a meeting. So that's been amazing. This is stuff that would have taken me weeks and weeks to figure out. I've read books, I've gone through courses. There's so many buttons and so many options on a lot of these things that it's just easy to get lost and waste your money. But with the power of AI and being able to screenshot it and tell it exactly where you are, it can really just guide you on how to do this and how to optimize it without wasting all your money and getting lost and getting super frustrated. So that's been pretty rad and huge. And then I actually even set up my own remarketing. So anybody that comes to our website, we obviously get a fair amount of visitors. I think it's like 2,000 to 3,000 a month organically now. You know, most people aren't going to buy on the first landing on your site. So we're doing a lot of, when they come to the site, they're retargeted and they'll see ads in the peripheral of any, Google properties or whatever that they go to after that for, a couple of weeks, giving us a better chance of getting them back to the table and into a meeting and actually maybe onboarding them as a client. So these are things, this is more of a holistic way to look at ads. I think a lot of ad agencies just manage ads, do keyword research, write the ads, but you really need to think about it holistically where you're running the ads, A/B testing that, really drilling into your landing pages and A/B testing that, and then setting up your remarketing correctly so that, when the 90% of the people that come to your website don't buy initially, that you're still hitting them with ads, for a next week or so. So you're getting more of an opportunity to get them back to the table and, more of a success rate. So I think that is something I missed or couldn't afford, back in the day. And now with AI, we can really kind of figure this shit out for ourselves, which is pretty rad. And then finally, just maybe a better, more robust CRM. We recently onboarded Pipedrive. I've looked at Salesforce. It's a little, and what was the other one? HubSpot. They were a little bit too big and crazy for my taste buds. We're really not that big. Around a team of 7 at this point. So we use Pipedrive. All our web forms now on our website are through Pipedrive embedded. So anybody who comes to our website and submits a contact form, it goes straight into Pipedrive, and then it's cached as a lead. So we, nothing falls through the cracks. We're always making notes on everything. We're setting follow-up reminders in our calendars in Pipedrive that syncs to our Outlook and Microsoft 365. And then we've even taken it a little further where we're API integrating ChatGPT into our CRM to create a fully automated sales assistant for follow-up so that nothing falls through the cracks. So this is all completely new. We're doing a few API integrations for content creation and CRM follow-up. I think all this stuff is going to be fully automated with the rise of agentic AI, but it's not quite there yet. So we've been just trying to get ahead of the curve with API integrations for my ChatGPT account. Okay, that was a lot. I think if we flip the script, this is basically, we started in cold calling and kind of evolved into this. I would say these are the top 5 things that I do now. I'm leading with content marketing, social posting, email marketing and list building, running ads, and uses of AI to automate all these processes. So this is probably flipping the script. These are my top 5 things that I'm focusing my time and energy on now instead of just picking up the phone. I still want to pick up the phone. I still want to go to trade shows because that's what I know, but there is a higher and better use for your talents once you know your industry really well and you are kind of a subject matter expert. And I think these are the things that you should really be focusing on, because honestly, if you're building content that's out there 24/7 on all these platforms and can be seen around the world and running ads 24/7, you can't make cold calls 24/7. You can't email market 24/7. These are evergreen sales associates out there in the wild that anybody can see and can bring you perpetual value. So I think that's where we're spending most of our time. Anyways, I hope you thought this was valuable, and hopefully it helps you along your way if you're less sophisticated as far as sales and marketing. There are other things you can do with LinkedIn. I mean, you could go on and on and on, but this is what I choose to focus on, and I think it's working really well, and I'm excited. I feel like our snowball is growing, and we're automating more of our, we're marketing and selling in bulk. We're not just calling one person at a time and being told no or whatever. we're, building a massive snowball that's going to yield us perpetual leads and interested parties. And by creating value, like, people are going to, see us as a subject matter expert, trust us, hopefully like us a little bit. We're not suits, running around cutting shady deals. We're actually trying to provide value and be real people and helpful. So, if you have any comments, questions, like, subscribe, post a comment in YouTube or wherever you see this, and or give me a call, Jeremy at easylogisticsmanagement.com or 866-854-5341 extension 3 if you'd like to collaborate or you have some additional tips. We could do a podcast or whatever. I'm totally open to that. I don't know everything, but I'm trying to share the stuff that I think I understand the best. So hopefully you're having a kick-ass week, and let's collaborate or talk soon. Thanks, y'all.